Hello and welcome to this video in the series Gibbon Auditorium, a quick guide. Here we will be focusing on LightBoard basics. By the end of this video, you should be able to power on the system, understand the submaster sliders, have a general understanding of individual fixtures and their channels, and be able to locate essential lights on the board as well as other options in the sound booth. At the end, I will show you how to power down the system. Feel free to use the timestamps at the bottom to jump directly to a topic that would most benefit you. Let's get started. Powering on the system. This is the LightBoard in Gibbon's Auditorium. If you are visiting us for competition, this system should already be turned on for you. If not, you follow this piece of tape to the back side of the board and turn on the flip switch there. It does take a few minutes for the system to power on. Once it has completely powered on, you will hear a small click and see the computer screen here has lit up. The board is ran from a power cord plugged into the floor of the booth. If the system is not turning on or has spontaneously turned off, you may check if these cords have gotten kicked or came loose. Running the submasters. This bottom row of sliders on the board are called submasters. These are similar to preset lighting looks with multiple lights all connected to one slider. We have options for the full stage that include most of our lights. We also have options for left, center, and right for both full stage looks and left, center, and right from the front of the stage to the middle traveler. We also have a submaster program to run our blue lights for night looks or scene transitions, and we typically have a slider dedicated to red lights. These are currently green from our recent spring production. To the right side of the board, you will see a slider to control the blue lights backstage and our work lights, which are somewhere between our fluorescents and our professional lighting. On the far right side of the board, you will also see a slider that controls our house lights or audience seating lights. If you are controlling the audience lighting from the board, you first need to take control of the wall button system. You do this by turning off the lights with this wall panel button in the booth. To keep the other light panels like this by the doorways from being used during your event, you can press this lockout button. As you move the sliders, you can see the individual lights that are being turned on and off from the computer screen. Each of the numbers represents an individual channel that we will be discussing in this next section, running individual fixtures. All of the sliders in these top two rows run individual lights or groups. For the most part, these are labeled. Numbers 1 through 5 run the front apron of the board from left to right. 6 through 10 run the middle section. And we also have other options for farther upstage lights, side light, and backlight. All of our colored lights are also able to be used one fixture at a time. Our onstage blue lights can be found here on the board. Typically, 11 and 12, labeled curtain warmers, will control the other color option. In this case, green. There are a few lights that are not standard and are unlabeled. We do also have a few extra fixtures. If you are looking for something specific, please reach out. If you are looking for a quick flash, short transitions, or something of the like, you can also turn on the lights quickly by using these press buttons below the slider. This can help you get a quick view of what a light looks like, but also works great for lightning. Essential lights and other options. If you are visiting us for competitions or if you are using the board for your event, there are two sliders that you should make sure to keep on. In the submaster row, the backstage blue slider should be up so people can enter and exit the sides of the stage safely and be able to see in the wings backstage. This individual slider here controls the armrest lights in the audience seating area. Again, for safety, these should be left on at all times when audiences are present. We do have several lights not connected to this ETC system. Their light switches are not exactly in the most logical places, so here is how to turn them on if needed. Stage left, you see a light switch like this with a green arrow. This controls the fluorescent work lights above the stage. Next to it is another light switch that controls red strip lighting along our apron. At the far end of the sound booth, there are these 3 light switches. One controls the fluorescent lights above the catwalk. A second controls the fluorescent lights above the pass-through hallway from the audience area to the stage. And this middle light switch controls what I call the vault lights to either side of the auditorium. Powering down the system. When powering down this light board, all sliders must be pulled down and every light must be turned off to 0% on the computer. If you power the board down with the slider still up, that fixture will remain powered on. You can double check that all lights are controlled by the board have turned off by checking that all the brightness numbers on this screen has gone away. To keep yourself from being in the dark while you are powering down, you can give control of the audience lighting back to the main wall panel by first pressing this button on the side of the booth, then sliding down the house submaster and powering off the board. The audience lighting can then be turned off with one of the wall buttons near the exits. This concludes our video about LightBoard basics. Here are some things to remember. Take control of the audience lights by turning off the wall panel and sliding up the house submaster on the board. If doorway lights or the booth light is not turning on, check the toggle breaker in the hallway. When powering off the system, first make sure all sliders on the board are pulled down and the lights are at 0% on the computer. You should now be able to power on the system, control submasters and individual lights, and be aware of safety features that you should have in place. If you are looking for more information about the auditorium lighting system, the wall panel, or other features, explore other videos in our Quick Guide series. Thanks for watching.